Hey guys, it's the Sega Camp Gamer, and welcome to another episode of Segatalks. Yeah, another exciting episode of Segatalks. And what's with this? What's with the title? A new co-host, Sega Camp. Seriously? Yeah, guys, I gotta say this. I'm getting way too old for this shit. I'm just getting way too old for this shit. But you look so young, Sega Camp. That can't be happening. The hair is still black. I'm not seeing this. I am not seeing this. Okay. Loot Crate this month. Dang it. You know, I never really did get Loot Crate ever, guys. I don't know. Not that I don't hate it. If I ever did get a subscription to Loot Crate, guys, I definitely would keep them. I would definitely keep getting it every month and doing a small unboxing video for it.
Yeah, dude, it's Fears.
Hey, Fears, welcome.
The great and wonderful Sega Camp Gamer.
Yes.
So, Sega,
There's going to be a lot of... I should add on, though, guys, I have a lot of people coming in here as well, so... But Sega, so far, it's just Fears.
Sega, I am just tickled to death at this stream because not only could you do it yourself, but it's going to be even more epic when you have a co-host. But, I mean, you're such a great, host yourself, but...
I have no problem doing this myself, guys. I want to get that out here, but I feel like a co-host would make things a little better. That way then we can have, then I can always have a conversation with somebody while I'm doing the show. To keep the show interesting.
So, Sega, what do you think are the requirements for a good co-host? What do you think?
I'd like to make sure, though, that's somebody professional for a start.
That's good. What else?
Shit, I can't actually think. Here I am now, dropping a curse word on my own show.
It's okay. No curses. I'll help you out, Sega. I think a good co-host, like you said, professional, comes up with good topics to talk about.
But yes,
good topics. Moves the show along. Like gets on those key details. All the way through. So you don't leave anything out. Like if you need to talk about something, he can remind you, like, hey, Sega, we need to talk about this. And then you talk about that for a couple minutes, and then you move on to the next topic, move on to the next one. Quentin does make a good point. He says, do co-hosts have to submit resumes? Probably not. They probably just have to talk to Sega.
No. You know, though, Quentin, I'm not gonna bother giving out a resume. Like, you don't have to start sending a big list of resumes to my apartment, guys. That's the last thing I would want to see happen. All of a sudden, I have the little lockbox thing as well, though, where the letters go.
Sega, can you just picture resumes stacked all the way up to that high? That'd be insane.
Yes. I would find that bad one day. I'm going in there, and then I'm opening it up, and then all of a sudden. Here comes the scraping.
You open the door to your
up the thing, and then all of a sudden,
you open the door
of letters coming out, and it's
you open the door to your apartment, and you just look up, and you're like, "Son of a bitch! I have to look at all these resumes." That would be hilarious.
Oh yes. You know what though? I would tape them to the ceiling. Just look up. Oh boy, where do I begin?
There you go.
I look up and I have them taped to the ceiling. I'm like, oh boy, where do I begin?
Oh yeah, Spheres is supporting the British soccer team today. I got my British jersey on. So.
Okay, now Fears, can you actually believe though? I actually mentioned this yesterday when I was Twitch streaming, and
okay.
And so far though, somebody actually made a straw poll. I don't want you to get angry though. Someone,
God.
they do mention you. They do put you in here though.
Well, of course they mention me. It's always about me. They always mention me about the most stupidest bullshit.
I don't want you. Just don't get offended when you see your name, okay?
I'm not gonna get offended.
Get that out here now. Just look at the straw poll and then tell me what you think.
I can only imagine what the hell it is. Okay, what is it? Let's see.
So far, though, everybody's asking me, Joey, with the numbers.
Wait,
it's okay.
You're gonna have to zoom in, Sega, because I can barely read it.
What?
You're gonna have to zoom in because I can barely read it. Like, can you zoom it in a little bit?
Oh, sure. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Who should be Sega Camp's new co-host? Okay. Johnny Strange Fuck Fears. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
You know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I got 5%. You know, I thought,
yeah. You're like the least of
wow.
the.
I thought you.
I don't mind having fears on here, guys, but there's like some sort of not the personal fears. It seems there's like some sort of dark cloud around you with your YouTube channel. With everybody actually though, and I'm just afraid that'll affect Segatalks if I made you the co-host. Nothing personal. I would still like to have you, possibility or not.
You know what, Sega? I really don't even want to be a co-host because I don't think I would make a good co-host. You know, like I'm always working and stuff, so I don't know if I could come if I was the co-host.
So far, though, just in case you can't see the top, though, it says the ones right now that's actually having the best votes so far is Joey with the numbers.
I think Joey with the numbers would make a good one. Wait a minute, Matt Allgood beat me out.
This next part really makes me raise an eyebrow, though.
That's great. I love it.
Steve the Twink.
What is it?
Steve the Twink.
I don't even know who that is.
Good. Don't ever start. Like, you'll be saving yourself so much trouble in the future, man.
Nothing against.
I'm not gonna say that.
Nothing.
And then least popular. Then it goes. Then the others will go are like least popular. Like Drew and Sunrose are like both 9%.
Nothing against
Sunrose was a Twitch streamer.
Sega, nothing against Matt Olga, but I thought I would have at least beat him in the polls, but I guess not. But you know what, Sega? Like I said, I don't think I'd make a good co-host. One, because you know the trolls give me so much hate, you know, and I wouldn't want to bring that hate onto your channel. Two,
like I said already though, Fears, there's like this dark cloud that follows you wherever you go, and the last thing I want that is I don't want that about all over Segatalks every time when I'm doing a new episode every Monday as well, guys. I don't have anything bad against Fears, but like I said, he has this dark cloud that seems to follow him, and I know that'll also affect the show if I make him the co-host.
Well, Sega, can I clarify something? I brought it on myself. The reason why there's...
Oh my God, please shoot me.
Well, hang on, just listen. Listen, Sega. I brought it up on myself. The reason why there's a black cloud is that people love to get a rise out of me. So if I don't get if I don't let them get a rise out of me, then that black
look again. Just look.
The black cloud wouldn't be there.
Oh dear.
4%. Nice.
No. Steve the Twink. Look at Steve the Twink. Somebody, please shoot me. I don't want him as my co-host, people. I don't want him as my co-host.
Anyway, like I was saying, Sega, yeah, I wouldn't want to bring all that hostility to towards your channel because, we're good friends, and I'm sure the dark cloud will go away once they find out, and once they get tired of me, and then they go away. I mean, but, there's not always a dark cloud against, my channel. It's just here and there, so. But I wish you luck, Sega. I don't mind coming on as a guest.
Wait, I still haven't set for screen share. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't mind coming on as a guest, Sega. Because like I said, even if I was, voted to be the co-host, I don't know if, like I said, I don't think I'd make a good co-host because I work a lot. Not so much right now because my boss is trying to, find me a new position. But like whenever I do work, I work a lot, and I was like, oh well, if I'm the co-host, then Sega would need me on certain nights, and what if I couldn't be there? So, and I wouldn't want to. Not be the co-host if I got picked. So that was my main reason. So I'm.
Oh wait! Actually, got me a good question here. Number one, Tommy fan showed up here saying, How about Werecamp as co-host? Well,
I've never met him. So
you never met Werecamp.
I've never met Werecamp. I'm sorry.
Oh, Werecamp. See,
You know, I haven't been that much in the community. You know, I hang on the shadows now, Sega. I don't, you know, because these people make me paranoid and go ballistic on me. I stay on the edge, on that edge of the community. So I could care less who Werecamp is. You know. So yeah.
I'm being a bit of a two-face anyway, guys. Like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I
wouldn't mind eventually if it became like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. Werecamp is like the alter ego, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well, Sega, you know, you're going to be very proud of me. I actually.
Well, that's the thing is, have you ever seen the new Mummy movie yet, Fears?
No, I thought it was crap. I saw the trailer and I was like, that's garbage.
The messed up thing is, there's one moment though where Russell Crowe's in the movie and he ends up playing Dr. Henry Jekyll, and there's a moment where he turns into a Mr. Hyde as well, and I thought that was crazy. I was like thinking to myself, am I watching the Mummy or a freaking Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde movie?
Wait, Sega, isn't Tom Cruise in the new Mummy? I think you're getting Kurt Russell and
yeah, but I'm just but I was mentioning though about Russell Crowe in the film, because there's a moment where we see Russell Crowe, and there's a moment though where he transforms into a Mr. Hyde character as well, and I'm like thinking to myself, am I watching the Mummy or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Sega, I'm just so excited. I got 4%. Yeah. Oh yeah, 4%, man. I love it.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay, and so far though the movie was okay, but the end ended up being like shit, guys. But that was just me.
I'm hanging on to that 4%, Sega.
The ending was a little bit like shit.
That 4%, man. What about the MMA holes as a co-host? I think he'd make a great host because he loves all your songs, you know.
Well, yes, but I want to make sure I add the real MMA holes, and not just somebody who ends up becoming not the MMA holes.
Yeah, I did see that.
I still remember last week, guys.
Yeah, that crazy, not the MMA holes. He freaked Sega and me out. He was like, Fears, who are you? It was crazy. He was on your show, Sega. I was like, who the hell is this guy? It was nuts.
Yeah, like I just about wished it. I just about cut the show right there. If that happens again, guys, where that faker MMA host shows up, I'm just gonna stop the show. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna bother saying see you guys later, and that's not gonna be it. I'm just gonna stop the video right there, and that's gonna be the end of that.
But the real MMA host would make a. The real MMA host would be a great co-host. The real MMA host. Chris is a great guy. He's a, personal friend.
As long as he's not doing a show on a Monday like me, he's okay to be here. He could make him he may have a spot for the co-host.
I have a lot of respect for Chris. I love his show. The MMA host, so I think he would make a good co-host.
The idea, though, why I'm doing this, though, now is just because the guys, when I first moved in here back in September of last year, I remember when I started watching your morning every morning, and after the show ended, they would always have a live with Kelly Ripa. And it would just be, and at the time, though, when I moved out, though, it was only Kelly Ripa who only had the show for herself. But she would always have, like, some celebrity co-host come on being the co-host for her, and they would always have, like, some conversation. And then, of course, so they would always have some other special guests come in and interview them, and that would be it.
Sega, another thing is to think about this.
I remember one time they had Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead, and he was talking about how he got to be naked. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Sega, think about this. We have never heard N4 voice. Look in the comments. N4, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but Norkami. He's been a big fan of yours and a big fan of mine for almost a year now. Would it be legendary if he was a co-host, he came in, and we finally got to hear his name? I mean, hear his voice. That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Like, it would just be like something extremely majestic for both of us.
Majestic, really? Right on.
Well, because, we never heard his voice before. Maybe we may never know. Fears it may be something extremely majestic.
It would be epic. It would be epic. I agree with Retro. Retro says, I honestly think... Oh, wait, no, I don't, because I thought he meant the MMA holes. He said, I honestly think not the MMA holes is a good guy with good intentions. No, not the MMA holes. It's the real MMA holes. That's who we need on the show.
Chung.
Oh, yes, Chung. Chung? Bong. Zoom. They love the chung and they love the bong, man. And the greatest part about it, Sega, is I did not even friggin' invent it. My friend Trent did. So Trent should get all the credit.
Okay.
Oh, Sega, I do have some good news. I did forgive Joey, and me and Joey with the numbers, we're cool now. We're cool. And that's another reason why I think he would make a good co-host, because he's usually in here anyway talking with you. So, why not make him a co-host?
Well, like I said, though, I don't mind Joey, guys, but like I said, professional would be nice. Joey is okay, but I don't know about Joey, though.
Right on.
If it was possible, guys, I would also like to see if I can open that slot up for Enemy and Fan Club, but so far... I don't see him here on my show. It's only on my Twitch cast I have every Sunday, guys. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. If you come watch me Twitch cast, there's that Enemy and Fan Club. He just shows up now and again, pops in the chat, says a quick hello. I'm trying to get a conversation going with this guy.
Sega,
and I'm like asking him to get him on Skype, add him on Skype, but he's just very busy, and the only time I get to see him is when I'm doing my show every Sunday, my Twitch cast every Sunday. I hate it.
Hey, Sega, are you okay? Sega, don't cry.
I'm friends with him. Damn it.
Sega, don't cry. Look, we're going to get through this, man. We're going to get through it. It'll be all right. No, Sega, Joey makes a good point. He says, I work at a bank. I'm very professional. Usually people that work at banks, they have to wear a nice shirt and tie, dazzle up their hair. They have to be very professional, with the clients, because they're dealing with money. So, there we go.
You should get Arb to be co-host. Well, yes and no.
Oh, I love this.
And apparently, though, Arb did him a reveal, though, that he was a Black Aldrin or Black Cauldron, whatever. The guy that always used to come in and always troll me before. I'd be on.
I have heard of that guy's name, Sega. I do know who that guy is. That guy would be a terrible co-host. So no. Oh, I love it. Someone said Fears is a fake football fan. I'm going to be honest. I have a bad memory, so I can't name. Listen, Sega. Someone said, "Can someone name any football like any players?" I just watch the games. Okay, I don't. I have a very bad memory, so I can't even. I couldn't tell you what some of the football players' names are, but I do watch from time to time. This was a gift. I'm half British, so my uncle bought me this. So I'm not a massive fan, but I am a little bit of a fan. So anyway.
Is Enemy and Fan Club your man? Fears, guys, come on, stop.
Wait, what did he say?
You're always saying Enemy and Fan Club would be. You know who Enemy and Fan Club is, right?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm pretty sure though. This is about who the referencing guy.
Someone said
referencing Fears.
Oh, okay.
He used to go by the name Darian in the anime, but back in the Japanese version, he went by the name I think like Prince Enemion.
See, another reason why I wouldn't be a good co-host, Sega, is because sometimes I'm not into anime and you're really into I like you as a person, but I don't know anything about video games or anime. So sometimes whenever you talk, I just shake my head because I'm like, I have no idea what Sega's talking about.
Yeah, that too, guys. That's another problem why I can't have Fears as my co-host, guys.
I know sometimes what you're talking about, but other times I'm like, I have no clue what he's talking about. I honestly. Someone says the W on Fears' hat stands for whack. Nope, it doesn't. It stands for Wizard World because it's my favorite. It's my favorite Comic-Con.
Oh, okay. Here's an interesting question for your fears. N4 said, "Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z?"
Like bits and pieces, like when I was a kid. Are you talking about the cartoon?
Oh, like I guess like the anime in general.
Like when I was a kid, I watched little bits and pieces of the cartoon, but I don't know. I've just never gotten into
I
anime.
remember. I still remember one funny moment from Dragon Ball Z, and it's when Boo finally got destroyed. I think like Boo was supposed to be destroyed, but then he came back like this little perpetual child version. And there's like one moment though where Boo just came up to this one person, and this guy gave him like it's looked at something like a Game Boy. And then right afterwards, when Boo was busy playing it, though, there's like a moment though where the guy walked away and he finally blew the thing up. And then right afterwards, I remember Boo was like, "Boo!" Like when video game go, "Boo!"
See, Sega, this is a key example where Fears will just say, "Yeah, right on," because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But Sega, I
well,
like.
Anyway, though, Fears, you should try watching Team 4 Star, which is Dragon Ball Abridged. There's one moment where Vegeta pulls off the Old Spice commercial. Remember the Old Spice commercial in 2010? You're like, "Hello, ladies, look at your bed. Now back to me. Now back at your bed. Back to me." Sadly, he isn't me. Have you seen that one?
No, yes, I know. I do know what you're talking about. I do love that commercial. I just want to clarify.
Well, I just want where Vegeta finally takes it to like a whole hysterical level. It's pretty funny.
Okay, Sega.
He's like this. Before I clean up here, Vegeta, is there something you want to say to me, Vegeta? Yeah. As a matter of fact, there is. Now look at your man. Back to me. Now back at your man. Back to me.
That was a good commercial.
Not your man. I'm flipping you off.
Sadly, it isn't me.
There's the Dragon Ball. It's gone. I threw it, and there's not a dad that you can.
Sega, you are great. Sadly, it isn't me. But if you stop using scented body wash and use Old Spice, it could be me.
As fast as I could. You're too fast for my skill. I'm the fastest in the universe. That's what she said.
Sega, you are awesome. Sega, I just want to clarify something. I know that.
Right now, guys, I'm still dying in sweat.
Sega, I know. Listen to this. Someone said Fears thinks Tekken is Mortal Kombat. Look, I know the difference between Tekken and Mortal Kombat. All right. I know.
Oh yeah,
Mortal Kombat. Listen, Mortal
guys. Here's Tekken. Here's Mortal Kombat. There's a major gap.
There is a major difference. Mortal Kombat has got Sub-Zero, Raiden, all that. Tekken. I don't know the. Yes, all those. Now, Tekken, I played more Mortal Kombat than Tekken, but I don't know any of the Tekken characters, but I know the difference. So, yes. Walnut says, "Would you kiss me?"
Oh, Sega, you're awesome.
Probably not.
Would you kiss me?
Probably not. Just say no, Sega. No.
Yeah, I better just say no for the time being. Walnut Face brand. Nothing personal. As long as you like my show, you're still free to be here. Just for the time, I just have to. I'm a girl. Ah! Stop pretending since Metroid 1.
I love it.
Brawl Tots. That's where Brawl Tots. There's one moment when Samus finally transformed into Zero Suit Samus, and Yoshi's like, "Wait, you're a girl?" Ah! And then Samus says, "Stop pretending since Metroid 1.
Bring on the hate, man. I'm not talking to you, Sega. I love it. See, I'm acting very professional, Sega. I'm not letting it get to me. I think it's hilarious. See, this is what I should have did at the very beginning, Sega. I kind of burned on myself. The dark cloud that you were talking about? You're seeing a new Fears. I don't give a shit anymore what they say. Less headaches. Less headaches. You're either going to love my channel or you're going to hate my channel. Everyone's more than welcome to check it out. Sega, where are you? You're leaving me with these animals?
Oh no. I'm just turning on this. I'm turning on my little humidifier here. That's how hot it is in this freaking room, guys. It's already dark outside.
Well, I should clarify.
I'm dying in sweat right now.
I should clarify.
Crack open the window, actually.
Go ahead and crack open the window. I should clarify. Not everyone is an animal. Just the crazy trolls are animals. But there's a lot of good people in here. N4, way to go. Oh yeah, Joey, you're the man.
I can't have the window open too much long because then afterwards I end up I end up getting tired and exhausted, and the last thing everyone will want to see is me just falling asleep right on camera.
So Sega, is there going to be like an audition process? What do you think? I mean, because
I would really like to do an audition. I would really like to do an audition process for this YouTube channel, and I'll probably mention the winner, and I'll probably have like everybody's audition video of if everybody does an audition video here on YouTube, I'll YouTube download them and put them on to like a video, and then I'll reveal the winner.
I think that would be the best bet.
And then, of course, though, if you guys don't get the co-host position, well, at least for the guys that did audition, you'll still get honorable mentions anyway, though.
Well, Sega, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I'm taking myself out of the contest. I don't want to be a co-host because a lot of people don't for a couple of reasons.
And as well, though, I don't want to do that either, Fears above, because that dark cloud is gonna go enveloped over here.
Listen.
Hey guys, let's just say I'm starting over a new channel, guys, and I had this channel for a few months now, but I do need to get recognized again. And
listen, Sega,
I think this co-host of the show will be a good start.
Listen, Sega, I totally think the co-host thing is a good idea. I totally get why you don't want to put me in the contest. Just let me explain myself before we continue on. Yes, there is a dark cloud, but I brought it upon myself. I shouldn't have let people get to me, and that's why the dark cloud is there. So once it dies down, then I think it'll be fine. But yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea for me to be a co-host. But like not just for that reason too, Sega. For the other reasons that I said. Sometimes I know what you're talking about because you're more of a nerd than I am. I mean, I'm nerd when it comes to certain little things, Sega, but you're like a video game nerd. And I don't know much about video games.
I'm even sub to the Angry Video Game Nerds YouTube channel.
I am too. I love that guy.
They just finished Super Metroid this week.
He needs to do those short films again. I used to love those. Like, remember the one where he did a short film about the was it Mr. Bubbles or Mr. Bucket game or whatever? That short film was hilarious.
Oh, he is planning another season of Board Games, but it's gonna it's gonna be probably the most messed up season ever.
It was so funny, that short film that he made. Like, he was trying to sleep and like Mr. Bucket was like, I kept attacking him and stuff, and that was some funny shit. I can't remember exactly how the short film went, but it went something like that. The Mr. Bucket board.
I know he just put it in a sink full of water and just let the thing drown.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know how it ended, but because I remember like Mr. Bucket was like a game for like 4-year-olds, and I don't know why the Angry Video Game Nerd had it, but he apparently had every single video game, every single board game. N4 says, Fierce, just do it. You could be like Jimmy Kimmel and how do you pronounce that word, Sega?
Gearbo.
I mean, it's up to Sega. It's Sega's show, If Sega doesn't want me to be the co-host, I like watching it. I like coming on as a guest. But Sega's right. We need to let that dark cloud die down just a little bit. And
I remember there was one time where Matt Damon took over his show because because there was a moment where Jimmy Kimmel would always be like, "Oh, we're sorry, Matt Damon, but we ran out of time," and it seemed to happen endlessly after every episode. And then Matt finally got his revenge, and he finally took over the show.
I did see that episode, Sega, and it was hilarious. Yes.
Yeah, he had him like taped up, like he had them wrapped up in tape, and
he had him. I don't know if it was rope or he had duct tape around him, and he's like, "Yeah, that's right." And he put Jimmy Kiggle like way in the background. He's like, "Yeah, now I'm taking over your show. It's my turn. I'm the host of the show. Oh yeah."
and that was not it though. He took out Gearbo and then had Andy Garcia talking just like Gearbo, and then they got rid of Cletus and had Sheryl Crow on there.
It was funny stuff. But yeah.
And then Robin Williams comes on though, trying to do a monologue, because he was trying to say, "I need someone to help me do a monologue," and then all of a sudden Robin Williams comes right in and does a monologue. And I thought that was awesome.
But Sega, I appreciate you being honest with me. I mean, I would not mind being a co-host, but I definitely think I took YouTube too serious, and I took people too serious, and they love getting a rise out of me. And once it dies down, then I wouldn't mind being a co-host. You know, maybe like I'm not saying never, Sega. You know, maybe like sometime down the road, you know, you could have 2 co-hosts or doing, you know. But I definitely think that's a good idea.
I kind of miss Bait and Sketch Show, by the way, guys. What happened to Bait and Sketch Show?
I've never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Like, I think I finally stopped watching the moment I moved out, guys. Like, the moment I left home, I finally didn't see anything from the Bait and Sketch Show anymore. They're always talking about Pizzagate or some shit like that, and I don't know.
Okay, subject change, Sega. Got a question for you. Let's get off this dark cloud thing. More about the co-hosting. Okay, so whenever you do get the co-host, are you going to give the co-host opportunities to like talk about what he wants and then talk about what you want? Are you guys going to talk about the same topic, or is it going to be like a mutual?
Probably going to be just going back and forth with kind of the same topic that we're doing.
So a team effort. Nice.
Basically.
Nice. Cool.
Now, probably though. Now, here's the only. Now, this is probably the only snag that the co-host may kind of hate, though, guys. I don't mind doing this though, but you know what though? I feel like though the co-hosts will have to run the intro.
Okay.
If I have to go like like privately post it up on my YouTube channel and then send the link to the co-host, I could do that.
Yeah.
That could work, and then right afterwards I could just stream it. Then they could play the intro off of my YouTube channel, because I'll only have it up there privately just for the co-host to play, and then that'll be it.
Sega, I do.
Even I remember Tommy originally did that as well, but I eventually did decide just to YouTube download the intro myself.
Sega, I do like the intro. It's pretty good. The best thing that you've ever created is Sniddles and subscribe. Sega, what do you like better? Sniddles or subscribe?
They're both good. I can't really decide.
They are both good. I'll give you that.
Sniddles!
There it was.
Subscribe.
You really stretch it out, Sega. Like mine's like.
Remember that?
That is another one, yeah. See, that one's good, but my 2 favorite are Sniddles and subscribe. Like the what? That's just icing on the cake. But I'd have to pick.
I think back a long time ago, I used to also have someone will get shot at, and by shot at I mean you.
Someone said, "Fears, have you ever broke a mirror?" I can honestly say I've never broke a mirror, so that's good. I've never broken a mirror.
Does anyone remember that back early 2010? I kind of missed that one. That was like early 2010 back then. Oh man, it's been like.
Sega, good question.
Say
a good question from somebody in the chat. Someone says, "What counts as professional?"
Oh dear Lord, that's.
What do you think?
Okay, now I'm like just I was like running on my own 2 feet, but now once they sent me that question, I'm like I'm just rolling all over myself now, like I don't know.
Well, this is your show, Sega. So what do you think?
Who's Amir? I don't know.
No, you know. Someone asks what counts as professional. So this is your show. What would you want in someone being professional? What counts as professional?
Well, you don't have to wear a suit, though, guys. Well, I don't know. Shit.
I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, Sega.
Yeah, I know. But that's just a problem, guys. I can't really describe professional. I guess just don't be cursing on the show like I am right now, because trust me, I'm already slipping out like a few curse words here.
I'll try.
Don't ever try to do that, guys. If you ever get the codes.
Sega, I'll try and help you out. I would consider someone professional, someone that stays on topic, stays on point, doesn't curse.
You know what?
Is very nice, very polite, stuff like that.
How about I do a quick Google search on that? Professionalism. I'm going to do that right now, guys. Professionalism. There we go. That's the word. see what we get here. The competence or skill expected of a professional. The practice of an activity, especially a sport, by professionals rather than amateur players.
Uh-oh, Sega, your friend here, not the MMA holes, is here. He's in the chat.
Dear.
He's in the chat. Just give me a heads up.
One thing's for sure, guys. Not giving that. I'm never ever giving that to the not to. I'm never making not the MMA holes a co-host.
I would say you want to bring someone.
Now, the real MMA holes, yes.
Sega, you want to bring
not the MMA holes? Nope.
I'll give you a suggestion, Sega. Someone that already loves your show, someone that already is a fan, someone that can bring the energy,
co-hosts.
I think that would make some good qualities. Someone that's already a fan, someone that can bring the energy, someone that's going to make this show exciting, someone that's friendly, no swearing, he's polite, just stuff like that. I mean, that's a few suggestions for a good co-host. I'm sure you've got other things that you want on the list, but that's a few to get you started.
Actually, I do have a few other ideas I can have as co-hosts, guys. Steven, a noose could be one. Quentin Quentin, since of course he's a moderator on my Twitch channel. Right now he goes by the name Claire Aldrin on my Twitch channel. I hope about Quentin you eventually make it be Quentin again.
Sega, I think that guy
not saying Claire Aldrin is a bad name, but I do kind of miss seeing the name Quentin Quentin or just Quentin. I'm
not trying to start, stuff, Sega. I think that Quentin guy is Black Aldrin. I think. Don't quote me though.
No, I know it's not him. I know he's not Black Aldrin. Like Arb already came out there and revealed that he was Black Aldrin. So I know for a fact it's not Quentin.
I was just curious. Someone.
Yeah. He just finally says, "LOL." Fierce thinks I'm Black Aldrin. What the fuck?
Well, no, hang on. I didn't. I said I thought he was someone that I'm not going to reveal his name on camera. Someone said, "Fears." I think that guy is Black Aldrin. So I wasn't 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. I was just going by what somebody thought. So yeah.
Me, I could be the co-host. Oh yeah, number one Tommy fan. But number one Tommy fan, if you became the co-host, think about it. You could be number one Sega Cam fan next.
He would totally have to change his YouTube name to number one Sega Cam Gamer.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give like this hypnotic glare so that eventually he joins my side.
No, Sega, I'm with you.
There was one episode. Actually, you know what though? Remember going back to Board Games for a minute, Fierce. Have you ever seen the one where Board Games are reviewing video game board games? He's just like, first there were board games, and then they started making video games. And then right afterwards, someone decided to make board games of the video game. So right from cardboard and plastic to pixels on a screen, back to cardboards and plastic again. And then we see the angry video game nerd have a cameo. And at the very end of that episode, you know what happens?
What?
The last game he was reviewing was Tetris, a board game version of Tetris. And he finally says and then he's all like about having like this great big argument about how the game sucks and everything. And then finally he just takes one piece and chucks it back in the box. The box hits the ground. And then he walks over to this mirror. And then when you see him go right over to the mirror, instead of being Board Games in the mirror, it's the angry video nerd. He says, "You know what? You'll always be a nerd.
I haven't seen
video game nerd."
I haven't seen.
And then right afterwards, and then we see Board Games with the hat on and with the hat on. Finally puts on the glasses, drops the hat. The next thing we see, he walks out of there dressed up completely like the angry video game nerd. And everyone thought, okay, now that's how the angry video game nerd started.
Sega, I'll be honest, I've only seen a handful of that guy's episodes, so I haven't seen every single episode.
Okay, but if you have the time though, Fears, watch the Board Games video games episode, because you were gonna be like, what? This doesn't make any sense.
I just want to clarify something. Quentin says, "I don't believe anyone told you that. I have a feeling you made it up." Well, of course, I'm not going to reveal who told me that on camera, Quentin. So believe me, don't believe me. Someone did tell me. And they said, but they didn't say you are Black Aldrin. They just said, "I think he is that person." Fears. So he wasn't even sure. So That's all I'm gonna say.
I gave the link up to 4 other people, and so far, Fears is the only one here so far. Like, well, what the hell's going on? I gave it out to Drew. I gave it out to Anthropologs. I gave it to Sega on my house. I even gave it to Matt Allgood, and so far, it's just Fears, guys.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave here soon, Sega, because they're about to close the coffee shop here soon. But I'll stay for a little bit longer. But Sega, wish me luck. I got a few job interviews coming up.
Other vlogs would be another good addition, guys. But I understand if he doesn't want to do the show, I don't see him here all the time. It's like since Tommy Talks dropped at the MCs me and Anthony, we just disbanded. But I still talk with him on Facebook. Although I like to see Anthropologs again, but.
Quentin, I'm not lying. So,
I really think you made it up because you heard Sega can't pronounce my Twitch name and it sounded like Aldrin's, and
that has nothing to do with it.
You made up that I'm Black Aldrin.
That has nothing to do with it, Sega.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Di Quinton. I know you're not Black Aldrin, okay? You're okay about Di Quinton, and like I said,
I never said I had anything against him. I have nothing against him. Just someone said, "Hey, Fears, I think that guy may be that guy." Now he said, but he looked at me and said, "I'm not for sure." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, if you're not for sure, then why tell me? So don't even worry about it."
I'm sure Fierce doesn't know Anthropologs, guys. Someone left a question for you, Fierce. Are you friends with Anthropologs?
I mean, we're not like buddy. I mean, but we're okay. He's an acquaintance on YouTube. I met him through Tommy.
Yes.
So
if I could get Anthropologs as a petition for co-host, guys, I would have.
He seems like a nice guy. I mean, I've talked to him a handful of times.
I wouldn't mind passing the torch to him, but so far though, it's just been he's always been like it's like I think he's like having a wall right between me and him.
I'll be honest, Sega. I think I've talked to maybe Anthro maybe 4 or 5 times. Like a little bit through Tommy, and then just here and there. So yeah, I don't know too much about the guy. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, of course.
Sega, do you like my new attitude on not letting a lot of stuff get to me? I'm very professional tonight.
It's okay.
Well, you got to admit, Sega, I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better, buddy.
And maybe, and you know what, though, guys? Maybe after this co-host, after this is all settled, and I finally get a co-host. Maybe we might get more. We may start talking a little more on Facebook and finally start getting some ideas for having guests about come on the show so we can have somebody to interview. Because
that'd be cool.
Just like Tommy Talks, I still like to have somebody to interview. But I would not mind also having the co-host there with me. It's just as long as he's not doing about something awkward while I'm trying to have a conversation with him.
Now, Sega, I cannot wait until my break is over, so we got to get you back on and do the Sega Camp Gamer John Fears interview Part 6. Oh, yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, buddy.
Sega Camp Gamer Part 6 return.
Because I don't know. Well, because I don't know if they know.
Return of the Jedi.
Exactly, Return of the Jedi. I don't know if they know Sega, but me and Sega, we're really cool. Like, I consider Sega a good friend. I think he's a cool guy. So we will keep the interviews up as soon as Fears gets done with his stream break. Now, I don't mind coming on people's streams, but I'm not going to be streaming for a little while.
Whoa. Hang on a sec here, Fears. Bob of us said, Sega, did you see Tommy's latest video? Was it the one where Hamza lost his left behind his debit card at Tommy's place?
I've seen it. Hamza keeps driving back and forth, and he's trying to give the wallet. Tommy's trying to give him the wallet.
Fears, listen to this. Fears, skip 6 and go to 7.
Well, why couldn't we just do 6 and 7? Why skip one?
Well, I just thought that was funny, though. Oh, yeah, we'll just skip right to 7, guys. You know what, though? I'm pretty sure even when we do 6, there will always be a number 7, guys. I guarantee.
Why do I owe Quentin an apology? I didn't do anything.
Bob yes. I actually saw that one, Bob. I saw that episode today, actually. I also tried to go watch the show where Tommy said that he was Tommy broke his phone. Showed the whole thing about completely shattered, and I'm like thinking to myself, "Oh dear, Tommy, why did you break your phone?"
Sega, can I ask you a question? I'm just curious because I wasn't around when they did like the MCs and all that stuff. So when Tommy did his show, how many MCs would he have on? Like, would he have one or two, or would he have like 8 or more than 8, or how would it work?
I think there were like 3 on there. For me, I always remember it being like this, though. It would always be me. It would be Tommy. Sometimes Sam would be on there.
Okay.
But I know Anthony Vlogs and Mark Haida was on there. Mark Haida.
Okay.
From England.
I was just curious. Quentin, I'm not starting shit. I didn't lie. I was just curious. You know, you're the one.
Does anybody remember those good old days of Tommy Talks where I used to be on there all the time? I was always like the center square for Tommy's show.
It seems like these people like are.
Let's get one thing straight, though, guys. Very quickly, though, just for everybody in the chat.
People are like obsessing with stuff. I'm not the one starting shit.
Very quickly, guys. Let's just get one thing straight, okay? For just to make sure, we don't want Tommy NC 2010 as co-host, right?
Do you have something like? Do you have some beef against him, or do you not like him anymore?
No. But I'm pretty sure though. But you know what though? Everybody ever since Tommy ditched the MCs, though, everybody had like a bad rep against him now. Like now, changing the show was like a really big mistake.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of the reason why now I branched. This is also the reason why though I also branched out and made this show, guys.
Yeah, but Sega, there's nothing. Sega, there's nothing. Sega, there's nothing against, or there's nothing wrong with branching out and doing your own thing. Usually, people branch out and do their own thing anyway.
I've been Satoru Iwata from Nintendo.
There you go.
I'm talking directly to you.
You're awesome, Sega. Sega's the greatest.
That was back. He was back. He used to be. He was president back with the Wii. Since the Wii U, though, he passed away, and now they have a new president, which I never got to see yet for Japan. But so far, though, But ever since they came out with the Nintendo, when they started coming up with the Switch, though, now the president. I heard the president is hoping now that they get the numbers, they get the sales of what the original Wii was like, because it was such a successful console.
Oh, I love it. I'm just reading some hilarious comments. I'm not laughing at you, Sega. Oh, this is funny. I love it. I love it.
I know, and for him, Iwata was such a good president, though, back when the Wii came out. He was revolutionary, guys. He was revolutionary with the Wii. I remember back seeing the Project Revolution reveal, and everybody was always living in the comment section. Satoru Iwata was revolutionary for that system. And he actually was.
I love this shit. I'm sorry, Sega.
You're still paying attention, aren't you?
The what?
That Quentin says Spears isn't really paying attention to what you're saying, Sega. That's kind of disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I was reading the comments, the bullshit comments. I should be paying attention to you, Sega. Yes, because most of the comments are lies.
Anyway,
go ahead, Sega. I'm listening.
I'm kind of feeling a little better now after yesterday, guys.
What are you feeling, sick?
I guess I'll reveal a bit of a story. For you. What happened yesterday when I was Twitch streaming, Fears.
Let's hear it.
I was playing Monopoly very, very late in my stream, and I ended up going a little too crazy. You know how I have a box of beers, right?
Yes, you told me many times.
Oh boy, I was drinking a lot last night. I could not. I got completely drunk. That so much, guys. I just absolutely lost count during how many I took. Like I think, after I had 3, I absolutely lost count, and I'm thinking to myself, how many did I take?
Sega, I just want to clarify. They're 100% real, Sega. Look in the comments. They're 100% real. They're 100%. Probably not. More like 3%.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, guys, can you actually guys believe though that I got really drunk last night on my Twitch stream?
Oh man!
By the time when I ended my Twitch stream and went right off to bed, I woke up again the next morning still having a small buzz. I had to get myself sobered up with all this frickin' tea I had today, guys. And the main reason why I'm back to being, well, I'm back, or I'm right back down to zero again, is just because I've been drinking. I just been loading myself up with tea all day just to kill the buzz off.
So what was it, Sega? Like, what was making you like sick? Like, are you? So, but you do feel better though.
Yes, I do.
Well,
And of course, though, I had to take a little extra sleep because I woke up really super early again.
but what was it? Was it like the flu, or was it like a stomach ache? What was it?
It was just I had too much. I just ended up drinking a little too much beer. I got a little too drunk last night.
Oh,
There was a moment
hang
where
on.
I spilled some on this table, and I remember cleaning it up with a cloth though at one point. But today though, as well though, I did take like the laptop off and gave it a bit of a rub. Gave it a rubbed it down with some hot water and got rid of the beer.
So it's just a hangover.
I guess we could sort of say a bit of a hangover that I had this morning, but yeah, I guess we could say that, guys. I had a small hangover, but like I said, I sobered myself back up.
Someone said, "Fears, do you drink?" Of course I drink.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I guess this morning I had just a small hangover, but I finally got myself sober back up again. If it was really bad, guys, but if I still had this nasty hangover all day, there would not be a show tonight. I would not be here right now.
Sega, I have to be the bigger man and apologize to Quentin. So I will be the bigger man. I don't think I did anything wrong to him, but Quentin, look in my eyes. Look into my eyes. I'm sorry. I humbly apologize. I'm so sorry for like hurting that little twinkle in your eye. I'm sorry.
How many? That's the problem, Steven. I've absolutely lost count. Like I'll have to rewatch the stream again when I finally go right to play Monopoly because I know there's like a moment though where I switch over to a drunken stream. Well, and I know I had one beer earlier, and then I was up, and I didn't bother, but I knew I had that first beer earlier the stream, and then I was like drinking more as I was like Twitch streaming Monopoly.
Well, Sega, the more you drink, the more you're gonna get like a stomachache. Like if you had like 20 beers or whatever, you got to learn how to call it quits. I'm not saying, so it depends on how many you had. If you had like 3 or 4,
I didn't even finish the game either, guys.
Yeah, it's like if you had 3 or 4, you're probably fine, but like if it was like 20 or something, then yeah, of course you're gonna have a stomachache.
Well, I almost had 10. I want to say it was like almost 10, like maybe like 9, but
I mean everybody's stomach's different. So I mean, if your stomach can't handle 10 beers, then it may have been a stomachache. You never know.
Yeah. This is why, though, guys, I don't want to end up getting like completely drunk on stream again. I just want to go to only as high as 3, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't let them let you get drunk. Like if they keep saying like, "Oh, hey, Sega, drink more." Sega, it's your show. You do whatever the hell you want. Like if you only want to have 2 or 3 beers, you only have 2 or 3 beers.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sega, I'm gonna take off.
All right.
But I appreciate
you. Take care.
I appreciate you letting me come on, and good luck with the co-hosting. Again, I'm taking myself out of it. I can't be a co-host because I don't think most people want me to be a co-host. But Sega, maybe when the dark cloud ends, and everything, and everything is fixed, then I wouldn't mind.
Sega triggered? No.
Oh wait, did someone trigger you?
Read the chat, Fears. What does it say in the chat?
Was that a sarcastic apology? Oh, yes, it was. It was a sarcastic apology because I feel like I didn't owe Quentin an apology because I didn't do anything.
What Narukami said. Listen, read what Narukami said.
Sega, you need 24-hour drunk stream. No. Sega, do it for me. Just do the what?
What?
I love that shit. I need a Sniddles. Give me a Sniddles.
Sniddles!
Oh, man. That's amazing. Shung. Sega, it's always fun.
Like I said, that actually still something came from Mr. Rasmus. I have about Mr. Rasmus to thank for that. And you know what? I would have gave the co-host position to Raz, but if he wasn't busy, I'm going back to school. But I understand education is important, so I don't want him to be missing school just because of being on my show, since I'm doing this every Monday night.
I just love the comments. Yeah, I mean,
or Sammy, guys, Sammy, like Supernatural. Remember Dean and Sam Winchester? Dean always called Sam Sammy boy.
Yeah, you know, I think Raz is what Raz is doing is really cool. You know, he's going to school. He's taking care of priorities. You know, I think that's awesome. I wish him the best of luck, Raz. It's awesome.
Wait. N4 says, Fears, can we get a quick Tommy NC 2010 impression before you leave?
I did see that, and you know, I don't want to be mean to Tommy. So okay, all right, they're never going to shut up about this, Sega. So I might as well just say.
Okay.
Listen,
here you go.
Hang on.
Right on
no,
you.
hang on. I'm going to apologize for doing this sarcastic apology because they didn't think it was a sarcastic apology. But Quentin, if I did offend you, I sincerely apologize. That wasn't sarcastic. I do apologize. There you are.
It's on you right now, Fears. It's all on you right now.
I am laughing because some of these comments are ridiculous. Okay, so they really want a Tommy NC 2010.
Yes, the Tommy NC impression. That's why the camera's on you.
Okay, here we go. Tommy, if you watch this, I'm not making fun of you, buddy. It's just what they wanted. So, hi guys, my name's Tommy NC 2010. Don't forget to subscribe. I love crushing cans for the patrons. Yeah, dude. That's all I got.
Oh, and then of course for me, though, guys, subscribe, support, and stay positive. Tommy, please don't take this the wrong way if you're watching as well. We're just having some fun. We're just having a little bit of fun. I
am so red. That's why someone said I'm so red. Yeah, I am so red for laughing my ass off. This is hilarious shit. Oh, man. But yeah, Sega, I wish you luck on the co-host. Whoever gets it.
You have to chug a sweet tea to do it. You have to sug a sweet tea to do it, Tommy. Chug. Oh, chug. Okay. That makes sense.
I am not affected by words. I just think it's so stupid. These people got no fucking lives. Excuse my language, Sega. I don't want to be the co-host. Like I said, I don't. Like I said, Sega, I don't think I would be a good co-host for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know a lot about video games, so that's one. Two, I can't always be around to do the co-hosting, so I wouldn't want to, deprive someone from being the co-host because whoever wants to be the co-host wants to be here all the time, I got to pay bills and stuff. And, three, I have a lot of haters in the chat. So, but like I said, once the dark cloud, falls, I'm not taking YouTube as super serious like I used to. I don't care what they say, Sega, they can go to town. I don't really care.
Okay.
I just love coming in the chat, talking to you, having a good time, Sega. You make me laugh, I make you laugh. Sega, I can't wait and to do some more, some more interviews, buddy.
Would you feel a little upset if Yakov got the position as co-host?
I don't care.
Okay, that's good as well. Yakov, you could Yakov. The position is open for you if you want it, man. I guess for now, though, for this audition,
whoever basically said,
guys, just about give you your reasons, give some reasons why on camera, put it on YouTube, and just about notify me about some way possible. It could be through Skype. I do have a Facebook account, guys. And if you know somebody else who also wants to try an audition, I can keep it open for other people as well. It doesn't have to be you guys that are officially subbed to my channel.
Sega,
who here would want to have Metally Iglesias?
Sega, here's the thing: you should be the one picking the co-host. Let him do the the video auditions.
About Melanie Iglesias, so guys.
Let him do the video auditions, Sega. Like you said, hey, Fears, would you mind if this person? It's not up to me, Sega. Like when you were like, "Hey, would you
Like
mind?"
even as well, I remember back a few years ago trying to audition for Cineplex co-host, and they had to do it as like an audition video here for YouTube. And I never did make it to the finals though, but it finally got taken. It finally got taken to this guy by the name of Tanner Z, and this was right by the time Spectre was about to
I'm not unemployed.
do Bond film at the time.
I'm sorry, Sega. Go ahead. They keep saying,
Now they have them, and now they have a new VIP. Now they have like this female VIP co-host now, but we still have Tanner, but it still is a Tanner doing the show. Like they didn't even bother changing it after a year. I thought they would. I thought it would just be 1 year, and then they would ditch him and find somebody else. Nope, he's still there.
Sega, the best way to do this audition for the co-host is, like you said, let everybody put like on video why they want to be your co-host, and then you sit through, watch them, and since it's your show, you pick the best one.
And like I said, guys, eventually as well though, and don't worry though, guys. Eventually, like I said, I'll take them. I'm gonna put them on a video myself, and then finally reveal the winner.
Because I thought it was so ridiculous.
And like I said, everybody else though, your audition video is in there. It's gonna have an honorable mention for everybody else, and everybody else. We'll still be a winner. And I apologize though if you don't get the position. It's still honorable mention, guys.
Like, yeah, you just pick the best co-host, and then you bring on your guests like me and other people. Because I thought it was so ridiculous, Sega, when you're like, Fears, do you mind if this guy enters the contest? Why would I care if Yakov entered the contest? Just because me and him don't get along doesn't mean he can't enter the contest. So anyone can enter your contest. It's you. It's you're the one because it's your show. You're the one picking the co-host. So let them all audition, and whoever is the best at co-hosting in those videos, when you watch all the videos, whether it's 10, 20, 30 videos, whoever submits it, then just pick the best one.
It's after 9:30, Fears.
The what?
It's after 9:30. Does that coffee shop close at 10?
Well, here it's 9:32.
Okay, it's 10:30 here.
Yeah, it's 9:32 here. Anyway, I wasn't trying to take over your show, Sega. You seemed a little mad there. You're like, isn't it 10:30, Fears?
I thought you were saying that you need to be leaving because they're closing up the coffee shop.
Well, they're going to be closing the coffee shop. If you want me to go, Sega, I will.
That might be best. I'm not trying to push you out the door, but
that's fine. All right, guys. Well, Sega, as always, thanks for letting me come on the show. Whenever you want.
Let's say I just want to focus the show on for like another minute guys.
That's fine, Sega. No, I wasn't trying to make you mad.
Okay, I know.
Okay, well, I'm going to take off, but Sega, thank you always so much for letting me be on the show, and whenever you want me to come back on again, I will. And okay. Good night to everybody in the chat. All right, peace.
All right, Fears is finally gone. You gotta do 100 pull-ups. Still, though, Tommy, if you're gonna be co-host, you're gonna change. It's never gonna become #1 Sega Camp fan. This is me doing that hypnotic glare to you. You'll always be a Sega Camp fan to me, Tommy. A #1 Sega Camp fan. Eventually, the profile picture finally switches to my face, a #1 Sega Camp fan, and then eventually, the avatar finally changes to #1 Sega Camp fan. You can do that, Tommy. You can do that. You can change the username. It's possible. There used to be a time, though, back when my old channel was still called the Sega Camp Gamer, but then I eventually did change it to saying, I did go into Google Plus and changed it so it said the Sega Camp Gamer and Where Camp. There was a time, guys, where the last channel I had said just the Sega Camp Gamer, but eventually it became the Sega Camp Gamer and Where Camp. You can do it, Tommy. You just got to go into Google Plus to change it. That's the only way it can be done. Anyway, guys, I guess you guys are also well aware, though, that September is. I guess there's gonna be some little things going on for the month of September. We're still in the end of July right now, but it's getting to like the first day of August. August 1st is tomorrow. I don't mind August that much, though. I finally finished Sonic Adventure on my Twitch channel, guys. I finally got the highlight made where I finally battled Perfect Chaos and defeated him. I got that done today, just before doing the show. So that's up on Twitch if you guys want to watch the final fight. But what I'm going to share with you guys is I took down the Where Camp Rants revamped intro, and I decided to remake it again from the ground up. Why did I do that, right? Well, are you familiar, though, with the Season 1 intro where it had Hello Darkness, my old friend? I took that whole intro once, muted the whole intro, and then I just took the night vision theme and had that play over top. And the only thing that remained unmuted in the video was just the howl, the ow. So that still was fine. Well, you guys are going to be surprised to know I just remade the whole thing again. It's almost the flawless thing. It's almost like it, but it's not entirely it. Here you go, guys. This is what the new Where Can't Rants revamped intro looks like. Oh, what the hell? I just paused for some odd reason. That was weird. It just paused right as the Sega Presents thing came on. That's so weird. Matt Allgood, welcome.
Hey, how's it going? I didn't want to interrupt you were showing it on there. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were doing that. So I was quiet. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
You're good. Your good friend Fears was here. He's left now. I don't have anything bad against him, though, guys. But he has that dark cloud still.
No, it was kind of funny because
can you actually believe people are asking me to have you as a co-host?
I saw that. I was like, I don't really know what I would add to the show. I don't know a whole lot about what you talk about. I like you watching.
And let's just get one thing straight. I do like Matt Allgood, but
oh, I know it wasn't in a bad way.
I'm friends with him at least on Facebook, but other than that, though, no, don't take this the wrong way, Matt. I don't really watch your stuff.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. That's cool. I just kind of recently
maybe I'll pop in now and again and watch him some of his live streams that he does on Facebook. You still do those live streams on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'm still live streaming.
Okay, now someone actually did say going back up, scrolling up a little bit from the chat though. I know someone said something about did I ever finish Pokemon Crystal? Sadly, no. I haven't. Number one Tommy fan. Apparently, I'm stuck right now trying to get the roaming legendaries, and I've already caught Raikou with the Master Ball. Now, Entei, that's going to be a chore. Matt, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening to you. I'm letting you talk.
Okay. Just
I don't want to interrupt you. Talking, so.
But yeah, I was torturing myself for weeks on Pokemon Crystal. I would get those roaming legendaries because I want to get Ho-Oh as well, and you need the roaming legendaries in order to go up the tower. I'm like torturing myself with those roaming legendaries. It's just torture. There's one moment during my live stream where I finally show the playtime, and then I just ended up falling right out of my chair. Like, what? I wasted so many hours playing this freaking game, and it was just because of those damn roaming legendaries. I remember Some Call Me Johnny even hated them because I remember going right back to Some Call Me Johnny's review of Pokemon Crystal. He's like, oh, well, let's get roaming legendaries. He's like, roaming legendaries? And he's like, after the Bird Tower, Entei, Raikou, and Seeking, end up roaming all over the place, and it's completely luck-based. Good luck, and you can't even add them until they're added to the Pokédex. Be prepared to spend them. Be prepared to spend hours trying to get these things. And then Johnny's like, and holy fuck, isn't he right? You see why this review took longer than the others guys? These guys. It took me 4 hours just to get footage of me trying to capture these bastards. And now I'm going to make them faint. And the other two guys they did the video, they're like, what? What's your damage, Johnny? He's like, taste that earthquake. You hear him have this maniacal laugh in the video after he says that.
Nice.
Pretty funny though. I can't help but laugh at that every time when I watch that. It gives me a good smile on my face. I wish I could do the same like that for Pokemon Crystal, guys, but I had to capture these things if I want to get Ho-Oh.
So what's your favorite? What's one of your favorite games to stream on your Twitch channel? So what would be one of your favorite ones to do?
It's hard. I'm always looking forward to something every week. It's always like something I like to play.
That's cool. I was just wondering. You had like a favorite?
I'm more of a fan of retro though, guys. You know why I always play? I'm always playing all the old retro games, guys. It's just because that's the stuff I grew up with, and
that's cool.
And maybe as well though. But at the same time though, I just like to discover something new that probably I may have never played. By the way, guys, who here wants me to play a game on my Twitch channel called Battle of Olympus? I heard it's supposed to be kind of like Zelda 2 in a way. And I've seen my good buddy Miyabi play it.
Is it a pretty cool game?
Yeah, it is. I seen Miyabi Twitch streaming on his channel, and I thought that was cool. And I saw Muta streaming on his Twitch channel Sunday just before I started Twitch streaming mine. And that's kind of why I was freaking out a little bit, because I thought he would only be streaming for about an hour, and then when I finally go live, he would just wrap up the show. And then I went on for like 5 hours, and I'm still noticing him going live on his channel. I'm like thinking, what the heck is this guy playing? I did not hate the guy. I just felt a little concerned when I was streaming.
Well, you never played it before, right? You said you'd actually never played it, or?
Yeah, Battle of Olympus, though, I've never played it. It does. It's supposed to be even harder than the actual Zelda 2.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, you can try it.
I'm gonna be guessing it's gonna be like probably. I would not be surprised if it follows out like never mind. I'm thinking of a Zelda 2 hack that I have, guys. Who here wants me to get back to playing The Legend of Zelda Shadows of Night? A Zelda 2 hack, Matt. But get this. They redesigned the overworld theme from Zelda 2, so it went back to being the classic overworld theme from classic Zelda games.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I muted my thing. Okay, yeah, I do. I was like, I wanted to make sure I muted my
Probably wouldn't mind if Drunk Drawer made an audition video as well, guys.
That'd be cool. I can do one. I could do one. I don't know how good it would be, but I could try to do one and see how See how it
an
goes.
audition video, man?
Yeah, I could try one. I like to. I mean, I like to film stuff and stuff like that, so it'd be kind of fun to do. I mean, if that's all right.
Like I said, the slot's open for you, man.
That's cool.
The slot is open for you. You can audition too.
Well,
I don't know how I'm gonna make the deadline though, guys. It's just cool. I'm just gonna let the auditions play out, and then once I finally see, like, once I'll just I don't know. I'll make up a deadline somehow, guys.
I think the video idea is a good idea there. I think that is a good idea.
It's just because, though, man, it's just I don't mind doing the show by myself, but it would be nice to have somebody on here with me so we can have a conversation going.
Well, yeah.
So I go back to Kelly Ripa for a minute, though, guys, because there was a time, though, where Kelly Ripa would have a celebrity co-host. And eventually she had this audition process set up, though, for someone to be the new co-host. And now, can you guys believe? Can you guys actually believe now she has Ryan Seacrest on the show?
What show is it? I'm sorry, I was listening.
It's Live with Kelly Ripa. It's on CTV, and it always airs every 9 o'clock in the morning. After I'm done watching your morning, I'm always watching that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to cancel my cable. They were kind of.
Oh, yeah. They're used to. Although then again, though, it goes all the way far back to the 90s, though, guys, because it used to just be Regis and Kathy Lee, but then it became Regis and Kelly.
Yeah.
And now, and I know Regis finally left. I don't know what happened to Regis. He just decided probably got too old, I'm guessing. That's probably my guess. I think he got too old because I noticed as well the hair was really gray. I never watched it Regis and Kathy Lee or Regis and Kelly, guys, but I have seen him on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he had the hair was looking pretty gray right by the time the show, right by the early 2000s. I noticed the hair was looking pretty gray on his head.
He was probably getting up there. Yeah, he's older now. I don't know how old he is, but yeah, he was probably getting older.
Like, although I wouldn't be surprised though if they brought it back on as a guest, just to go have a conversation for old times.
That would be a good idea. That would be kind of cool, just to have him back on, you know.
Regis Philbin. Let's look up Regis Philbin here very quickly, guys. See what he looks like. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh man. He is old.
Is he?
You wanna guys? I'm gonna see a glimpse of old Regis, guys. Look at this. That is old right there. That is extremely old. Like, that is old Regis Philbin right there, guys.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
He is looking.
He's getting up there. Yeah, I was.
He definitely is, guys. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought it back on the show with Kelly and Ryan for like one episode, and then that's it. Like that.
Nice.
You know, just for old times.
Yeah, my picture isn't the best. My profile picture isn't the best picture. I agree. And
Regis looks like a Goomba.
Yeah, he does. He does.
No. It looks like the Goombas from that Super Mario Brothers movie. Does anyone remember that crappy movie from the 90s where they tried to make the video game into a movie and it just turned out bad?
I remember that. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, God.
That was such a weird movie.
I apologize for laughing, though, guys. But yeah, that made me laugh, though. Just when I saw he looked like a Goomba. That's the thing is, Goombas are indestructible in Super Mario World. Like, Super Mario Brothers 1 and 3, you could easily just stomp them with Mario. The Goombas in Super Mario World are just indestructible. They're like a nut. Unless you have the cape, you could just whip them with the cape, and that'll get rid of them. But other than that, they just you can't really stomp on them. When you just land on their heads, they just flip upside down onto their heads. Thankfully, at least they went back to making them be that you could stomp them when Super Mario 64 came out, guys. Yeah, the first Mario game that made the leap to 3D. That was major breaking. That was breaking grounds right there when that game came out.
So what did you do in Mario World? I don't know if I ever played that one, like that particular game. Like I played the regular ones, but I don't know if I ever played like Super Mario World. Like what was your objective in the game?
Or well, like basically, saving Princess Toadstool again.
Oh, okay.
I remember the game. That I never owned a Super Nintendo though back in the day. You know what? I'm called Sega Camp. I grew up with Sega as a kid. I had the Sebastian System and the Genesis.
Nice.
I only swapped it to Nintendo with the N64. But guys, though, I've got to get this out here now. If I did own a Super Nintendo today, it would have been for Super Mario World. In fact, Matt, I can safely say I have it on my Wii U. I'll have to look up my Virtual Console games, though.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh man, I hope I could transfer the stuff over when I buy a Nintendo Switch, guys. I was able to transfer all my Nintendo Wii stuff over to Wii U. Nintendo has to give me some option to at least transfer. Oh, are you kidding me?
What happened?
Could not connect. I turned on the Wii U gamepad and the system was still turned off.
Oh, wow.
That makes no sense. Okay, now we're going. I looked over at the system now. I see the blue light on. Yeah, now we do have power to the system now, guys. That was weird. I just only the gamepad turned on, but not the system it was running off of. That makes no sense. Sometimes this Wii U can sometimes be a little wonky at times. Okay, where are you?
Have a good night, Fierce. Fierce just said taking off, Sega.
Okay. There we go. Boom. Super Mario World.
Nice.
And I have to put Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the Seven Stars, right beside it, guys. I promise someday I'll do a great big RPG ride on my Twitch channel, guys. I want someday though, guys. I do. Doesn't anyone remember back a long time ago where it used to just be where I would always have a focus on like one game on my Twitch stream? Maybe have like a small game here and there for like the beginning and the end of the stream. Does anyone remember that?
I don't guess I was on there whenever you were just playing one. You've always played different stuff whenever I've been on.
But does anyone remember that though? Back in the old days when it just been, I would always have focus I would only focus the stream on like one game professionally, and then I would only have like a small game here and there. Now, if I ever do go back down that route again, though, I would definitely ever be playing through the whole thing completely, though. Because, you know, I do have to have a minute to like just put the game on pause and go to social eating and then eat have supper, and maybe for the time being I'll have some videos up, listening to some videos and have some supper and whatnot. But then after I'm done that, I'm gonna turn off the social eating, go back to streaming again, and go right back to that game again, guys.
Well, I think it's good because that kind of gives you a break kind of in between, doesn't it? Like when
you're guys,
you know that.
It may not be the summer. I don't know when. Maybe it might be next year. It might be next summer. I do plan to go into doing a mirage of SNES RPGs.
Nice.
That's gonna be something, guys. And like I said, I'm only gonna play like one RPG, maybe, and then and eventually just play that game, and then that's gonna be it. That's only gonna be what the stream's gonna be about. But like I said, though, if you guys want me to play a game before and after that, we could, you know, just to film a little gap in between, just for like the very start and the end of the stream. I could do that just to keep the stream, just so that afterwards there's still some variety and it's not that one game all the time.
Yeah, it's good to switch it up, you know.
I think it's going to be next summer, Di Quinton. Di Quinton, do you remember back when I used to just, when I only focused on like one game? and that was it. It would only be that would be the game I would focus all my attention on, but I would still have like a game at the start or end. Do you remember that, Di Quinton? Fierce Brothers, you just missed him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just left. Not too long ago.
Oh dear. Oh shit, we got Matt all good.
No, I read that.
That's weird.
The Mega Pedo.
Oh, what? Don't remember.
Must have been before
I
my
remember
time.
you. Well, like Di Quinton, do you remember when I played Pokemon Crystal the first time, and I was only focusing on that game, and probably I only had like something in like the middle or the start or finish, and still, and right afterwards there was still some variety. Yeah, but never mind. But yeah, there was a time. I think that's what it used to have been like at a time, though. Now it's like since I started Twitch casting, though, things have just got I went on a bit of a bender, and I ended up playing like 4 different games at the same time. It's like now I can't keep a straight schedule anymore of what I play. Now it's like now I play 4 different games during my stream. I have Subset for Zelda and Link to the Past randomized. Yeah, can you guys actually believe now I just did a glitch? I set up another goddamn seed for a Link to the Past randomized. What the hell am I doing with my life? I lost count now how many seeds I made. This is probably like seed number 5 right by now. That's how much I've lost count, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm just like sweating on stream. I have the window open and it's still not enough, guys. I'm dying in sweat. I must be sweating out buckets right now. Sega, I really like when you play Mario Party and Zelda. And you know what, Fierce's brother? I'm going to be going back to Mario Party pretty soon. I'm going to be going back to Mario Party pretty soon, or at least Mario Party 3, I should be saying. There was a time I stopped playing it because I couldn't get past the Deep Blooper Seaboard, and that's kind of weird. That's like it's like the same reoccurring thing like I had back when I was a kid. Trust me, guys, when I was a kid, I've never got past Deep Blooper Sea. I'd always ended up replaying the board again and again and again, and I remember there was a time, though, where I just stopped it playing it, and I think I might have just went to, like, Paper Mario or something else. But when I finally went back to it, I finally beat it Deep Blooper Sea. So there's one reason why, though. I kind of stopped right now, though. Now I'm focusing my attention now for Paper Mario, Fierce's brother. But Fierce's brother, I'm almost done Paper Mario. In case nobody saw the stream yesterday, I finally made my way to Bowser's Castle, guys. And I stormed it. Now, basically, though, Bowser, though, is in Peach's Castle. And Peach's Castle is, like, right above, is actually this. But Bowser has his castle underneath the Peach's Castle. And you have to go through Bowser's Castle to get the Peach's Castle. I finally made it all the way through Bowser's Castle, and there was a save block just as I got out of Bowser's Castle. So now I saved, and now I'm right in, and now I'm just outside Peach's Castle. Man, guys, next week, guys, I'm gonna be beating Bowser. I'm gonna be taking on Bowser, guys.
Congrats! Awesome.
He's even going to be harder a second time around. There's a moment, though, where they have this device set up on the top of Peach's Castle, and they set up this thing so Bowser ends up being huge. And when you try using the Star Beam on him, the Star Beam just quits. And it doesn't work at first. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. If you played the game like me, guys, like you have the second fight with Bowser, he becomes like he ends up transformed into like this big ginormous Koopa. It's still Bowser, just about now though he's like twice as big as before. And now it's like when he uses the power of the star rod again. No, you use Star Beam, but it does nothing. And now Mario is like freaking out, like, oh no, the Star Beam doesn't work. What am I gonna do? But then after one little side thing though of a Princess Peach though, hopefully gives the Star Spirits power, and then they upgrade the Star Beam to Peach Beam. It's kind of weird. But eventually the Peach Beam actually is enough to finally counteract them, finally knock off the power of the Star Rod off of Bowser, and it's probably one of the best epic fights of the whole game. That's not the only time though where I seen a final fight shed me to tears. You want something that's really gonna put me to tears, guys? Make me play Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. The final fight, there's this big shadow demon at the very end of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, and it ends up possessing Princess Peach's body, and that was insane. That was probably one of the best part of the whole game. But the best part of that fight is there's this moment though where her true form comes out, and then she finally. Let's just say though, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door added a theater so everyone can watch Mario fight now. And sometime during the fight though, the Shadow Queen sucks the health out of all the audience and finally regains her health, and it goes right back up to max. And then Mario's all like, and this is where everyone would be like, "What the hell? That queen finally regains her health again!" And when the true form comes out, though, you still, just before she does that, though, you like launch it, but you keep launching attacks, no damage whatsoever. And then, like I said, she finally refills her health, and it's just like when things start getting dire, the crystal stars all separate back to the locations that Mario collected throughout the whole game, and then they're all like giving Mario power. It's one good epic fight. And Matt, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening to you. I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just afraid though that like 1 minute though, guys, I'm like losing my connection here. Because
no, you're fine. It seems like it's coming in fine.
So yeah, guys, if you want a Paper Mario game that will absolutely make me shed to tears, guys, Final Fight: Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. That's all you need. Super Paper Mario for Wii was okay. Not that great though. So they set the whole game to being like 2D classic Mario, and the only time that you can make the game 3D is when you're playing Mario, and he has this ability where he flips the game where the game flips right from 2D into 3D. But you can't stay in 3D for much long. Fierce, welcome back.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Fierce?
Oh, hey, Matt, what's up?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Sega, I just wanted to offer my personal apologies. I wasn't trying to like take over your show because like you wanted me to leave abruptly. I was like, I hope Sega isn't pissed at me.
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, good. No, I'm on my way to the gym. I just thought I'd come in for a little bit longer until I get to the gym. So
because Fears' brother's here. It's a good timing too, Fears. Your brother's here in the chat.
Oh, my brother!
Yeah, he is in the chat.
My brother!
My brother is a great man. Oh, fucking brother! I love my brother.
Eagle Nation Gaming just joined. Welcome.
Nice.
Matt, I'm so relieved that my brother did not die in the British bombing.
Yeah, I am too.
I missed my brother.
That was kind of scary when that was going on.
I know, man. Like, I hadn't talked.
After 11, I better call it a night.
I hadn't talked to my brother in months.
I guess. Would anyone feel upset if I ended the show right here?
Sega, it's your show. Whenever you want to end it, that's whenever you want to end it.
Do what you want to do. That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna cut the show here. Sniddles, welcome.
oh,
Sniddles!
Sniddles.
That may be the biggest sniddles of the century, man.
Oh, it was, dude.
That was amazing.
Like when I used to be on Tommy, when I was on Rasmus show, Rasmus
That's
Rants.
amazing. Well, you know, Sega, if anyone needs to do a Sniddles, let's actually let Sniddles do a Sniddles.
Sniddles, it's all on you. Give the best Sniddles you can do.
no.
Sniddles, come on.
No.
It's on you.
No.
No?
I'm on my cell phone. I actually leaned in to hear the Sniddles, and then he's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought that too. I'm like thinking, yes, he's gotta do it, and then I hear no. I'm like, oh God.
Well, he was working his way up to it. He's like, and then he did do it, and I was like, oh shit. I thought it was great. So what's up, Joey?
What was that?
I said, what's up?
Hello.
But I guess I could keep the show going on a bit longer. Just, I do have this set so it's gonna be over for 11:30. But I always try to make sure to like stop it after 11.
So I just wanted to say, I'm giving my 2 cents here. You know, maybe people will think this. You know, they could have their own opinion about this. I honestly think that Sniddles would make a good co-host. I honestly do.
Maybe Sniddles.
And I'm being
maybe you, Joey with the numbers. But you'll always be Sniddles to me.
That's just my honest
Put
opinion.
the link in the chat. I will after the show's over, Di Quinton. Not right now while we're live, but I will look for after the show's over, just in case you guys want to come in and hang out and talk with me after the show's over. But this is only going to be after, though, guys.
Well, I just got to the gym, guys, so I'm gonna take off. But I just wanted to make sure everything was good, Sega.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, cool. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of the night, and Sniddles and subscribe to Sega Camp Gamer. Oh yeah. All right, later, guys.
Have a good night.
Put my jacket back on. I took the tie off, but the jacket, but I still have the shirt and the jacket, guys. There was a moment though where I put it on earlier this evening, guys, and then I felt like it was like strangling me to death. No joke. But
So
yeah,
oh, never mind. Go ahead.
What else should be said? Well, I guess September though, guys, we're gonna be busy. I'm gonna be busy re-uploading the Where Camp rants in September. And just in case everyone starts asking what's going on with the Pokemon medley, guys, I can safely say I'm halfway through finishing the medley right now, guys. I've got everything that I wanted for Pokemon Red and Blue Edition, and now I'm working on deciding what to put for Silver and Gold. And one thing I know that's gonna be really cool about the medley is half of it though will be black and white. The other half will go into. We'll slowly start doing this turn into color, because you know the original red and blue games were for the original Game Boy, but Pokemon Silver Gold were on the Game Boy Color.
What about the Sega version?
And And right now, though, guys, and be well aware, though, guys, by the time the medley does come out, though, be well aware, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be it's going to probably be a much more longer medley than the Sonic medley. Sonic medley was almost 40 minutes long, guys, if you watch the remake medley. That Pokemon medley is probably going to be about an hour. I'm looking at an hour worth just for themes.
It's a long.
And like I said before, back at ever since I got, and you know what though, we can safely thank the Sonic medley for coming out, because now that I got the Sonic medley right behind me now, I was finally able to focus straight for like getting this Pokemon medley made, because you guys were asking me for it. And I was like, and before when I was busy doing the Sonic medley, there was like nothing coming that was clicking in my head for what I wanted for my Pokemon medley. I was too focused on my Sonic medley at the time.
They should play your medleys at your movie theater.
Oh yes.
Feature-length films.
That would be awesome.
At least though, is everyone happy though that I finally did add the second part to Sky Deck? The original had the first piece of Sky Deck, and then it goes to Final Egg, and then you hear the Final Egg, and you hear the second part of Final Egg, and it's just like, where's the second half of Sky Deck?
I lost my shit when I heard that.
Actually, hang on a moment. I remember before, like, actually, here's another one though that I probably should have done as a cartoon acapellas, guys. Oh, how's it go again?
Always trying to help.
The intro. Nope, in case nobody knows what that is. The Adventures of Tintin.
Adventures of Tintin.
You ever seen The Adventures of Tintin, Matt Allgood?
I have never seen that before, I don't think.
That's kind of weird. I remember after the years of after working at the movie theater for years now. Well, we didn't get it though, but I know it finally became a movie. Steven Spielberg and Peter Jackson, the director of The Lord of the Rings, they decided to collab together and make make a 3D animation version of The Adventures of Tintin.
That sounds familiar. Like I've never seen it, but it sounds familiar.
But let's just say though, the guy you ever played Fallout, right? Probably not if you haven't.
I have.
Okay, well, you know the guy in Fallout, the big guy with the big grinning face?
Yeah.
He actually does look a little bit like Tintin. Hang on, you know what? Give me a minute, guys. Maybe I'll bring up the title card instead of it. I do know, though, at one point, though, it used to be a French cartoon. because it always focused in French. Even the 3D remake movie that they did, I think it was in Paris.
I think I remember seeing the poster for it, but I never watched it. But it sounds familiar.
Oh, here's a better. It's too small map. Okay. Here's a picture for you guys. And of course, his dog Snowy.
Nice.
Sniddles?
Oh my God! What? Hold on a sec. Look at this. I don't think that was in the movie though, but could have been
Kind of looks like
smeared
Fears.
though. I don't know.
Tintin looks like Fears a little bit.
Kind of does. Spears.
And of course, Captain Haddock. Tintin would always be friends with Captain Haddock. Actually, if you did see the pictures, if you go rewind back a bit, though, you could actually see that there's a picture with Tintin and Captain Haddock. I didn't share it, though.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Captain
That's
Planet.
funny. I've never seen that cartoon before.
Oh, you never watched it?
I might be missing out, guys. I might be missing out on probably one of the best cartoons ever of the 90s. No, probably not. Probably might be best as well, though, guys, if I never did
really
hear about it.
That's all. It was all right. Did you like? Have you seen
it's
it?
about 11:15.
Oh,
I
yeah,
better
you're the
wrap.
one that said it. Sorry. My bad.
Look forward to September, guys. Where Camp Rants is making a return, and if I'm not doing Where Camp Rants on my YouTube channel, I'm working on the medley for you guys. Probably by September, I might be in a filming process for the medley. Maybe. Nice. That'll be awesome. But like I said, by the time the medley does come out, though, guys, be well aware it's gonna be one long ass medley, like a really long medley. And also, September, I'm going to be revisiting Metroid on my Twitch channel, finally playing Metroid Zero Mission, and then some AM2R after I'm done Metroid Zero Mission. That's going to be awesome. I'm actually playing Metroid Zero Mission right now on my Wii U, and I'm already up to the part now where after you beat Mother Brain, you just play the game at Zero Suit Samus. Something new that they added for the remake, though, is like they added something new for like after you beat Mother Brain, just to make the game slightly longer than it already is. Be well aware, though, guys, the game was actually set. They ended up making the game so freakishly easy. You thought for like 1 minute the NES game was hard. You're gonna be just laughing at how freakishly easy the remake is. Like, how NES Metroid, how you were so freakishly hard. Now you're so freakishly easy. I swear, you could beat the game. If you're a Metroid expert, you could beat the game in like 50 minutes, in under an hour, guys. No joke.
Wow.
It's gonna be a little longer for me because I'm no Metroid expert, guys. But I do like to play the games because I used to play Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime was great. And the messed up thing is the trilogy takes place. The whole trilogy of the Metroid Prime games takes place right after the first game, but before the second. You and your upcoming co-host could be DuPont at DuPont. Oh, Thompson and Thompson. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember that. The Thompson and Thompson. I remember those guys. Anyway, though, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here for now. So thank you, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Click that button over here to subscribe, and click that button over here to check out the acapella playlist, and also the Sonic medley is in there. So subscribe.